Abusia nipa foforo we de woye bema wode nsem bi aba beto abonte a ne nsem a wo kan ne se Daddy Lumba etiase no wone ne nuaba fafuru ewo eye kumase na abusia wase akura no Lumba tiase akura no no hwa akura no a me no kasa sisi edi akura no adi mfie enkono a woye ablante a na se be kase baby boy as say no wo mfie 9 years na Lumba tiase no no hwe no enti o hwe say at the end of the day no abusiafo nso Lumba entiase ebiem no abusiafo ebebo modia ene se maame bempoma se Faustina Fosuo ombebo modin se omobeje akora no na omahwe no anyese sebi Daddy Lumba japade enti ena wodi akora na eba na mom ekobasa chinye bi bemu a ometimi akwakoye DNA na DNA report no etimi approve sam pasa akora no Daddy Lumba ba abusia na semba beto dwa na ne omo asa eye ehwo kakra omo atoja afa ho na nsem kure ya mu no nso no borax adin sembia ba beto dwa se mire bi etwamu na Daddy Lumba somewhere eye 2000 simu honom Daddy Lumba no ene ono no borax no ana ma me akosia se wa na omo etike mu a ene omo etu empasa kakra na eno mukotwa mu ewo eye one of eye SSEB anima Daddy Lumba na na drive na borax ete eye wone maame akosia sewa ete achirinti basa no na maame akosia sewa enwu se mra Daddy Lumba drive na otwa mu hunu abayo ebenu na cheso hunu akora na Daddy Lumba nya obefra akora no ma eye maame akosia sewa busa Lumba se kwaju WM akora ya san hu wunya na obefra no emomu ni na asle mama me akosia sewa akora mposiye ekofra abayo no eble eye Daddy Lumba mo ne di nkomo eno nso eye news a eye boras de ababeto no ma uti boras nsema o kana na chese chese ne na ekoso no korampo na mama akosia sewa ya we ewu ma ono odo broni nsensem ni na abusia ensem de bia beto dwa mebeso be kam ho akwaji nchirimu aba
major defect eba pa ha me man say oba engine beto one hwan woja oba hoko
and so no person will say don't no
it's okay say oba with the 100 years how many more years do you think you're going to spend just reproducing say what won't see oh you better say oh we and money into no that's it how about the bond how is that child going to grow up she broken homes fathers here absent and look at how it affects in Kwalano. Oh, and I make her say, you remember one of my let's not dwell on a
babe defect across so undisputed. So you also mentioned some babe defects in Kwalano.
Your friend is saying intellectual disabilities. That is very bad. Oko hospitals. I work with them, so I know. I'm in healthcare and I know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, or be anyone, maybe anyone my bene they say, wow, oh, no, Miss Maubi, but inquiry, chacolani, no intellectual disabilities, and also physical disabilities. Nobody is going to be happy with that. Trust me. Obi krampwa member or extra digits ninsa or extra fingers and cutting it to your hole. So won't bear you won't see it. They're not happy with that because they feel like okay, there's something wrong with my child. I didn't know kwame kwako no say it happened. Recently, Obiawo or Shisheba at a very old age, nanikuno finally and your girlfriend and oh you know akolana na come out for me. Yeah, like so many things. So yeah, it's okay to argue your point, but let's not say it's okay. It's like we're normalizing immorality for asema. Yeah, feel say it correct when it's not factual. It's not right.
So what is the immorality about this? Say Bema Beka say Opema. What is the immorality about that?
Roland Kasa Bebrina. I can't go back and forth on that.
Okay.
Well, the
Thank
family
you.
question, or question on this, Peter.
Okay.
Oh, question more undisputed. Okay, go
Why
ahead.
not me free?
Well, you didn't
Ofi,
come.
because you have obi animo obi awana free so.
Okay.
And you didn't come, but so I had things that were be and your money be. But I never acquire and I'm a person make money probably at say some of these findings now in the Western world are more finding now. And your uniform and your idea apply to all locations. Now the question I'm present beside me about is the fact especially concerning a member more virility, because more sperm strength is animal. What I'm saying, even US cry, a country like US, there is a vast difference between a member more Western US and a more Eastern America. Yeah, about undisputed. What I mean to say.
Sorry, the latter part I missed. What's it doing?
They say, oh yeah, where say, all my numbers be I think so mention. I think Obama or 20 years, then or 40 years, or more sperm, or more. Then or more sperm money. Zani man. Now no na maybe I say, oh yeah, where say, oh five even contribute to America. And memo more
Demographics
the
do
Western
play a
states.
role. Yeah.
Yeah, like geographical location, it plays a
Yes.
very huge hair. And most of the time, me when I'm person me and say, I very good numbers now. They are 12.10, but I don't think there was a fun on a face value, sir. I think there was a making exemptions because young, especially, to say me no a free baby to say Ghana near even genetically in the crowd, and you'll be breed down so away home. As in abroad, we are more ethical. Oh no.
And so, what are the factors that affect them negatively versus Yena Yewo from, I would say, like with the African bloodline? If you could.
Yeah, well, makes me am even one practical year. Yeah, the movie Brian was saying. Over Ghana, there are mpanyinfoɔ but they still give birth to very, very potent children with young maidens. Well, no. Making makes me aka so me cry minimum bear 3 or 4. Or mo cry the no more northerners from northern Ghana. At the age of I think 70 something, and more last born. So our last born, they were very more normally healthy, more than even the average child, and you're wondering mostly, like in the to say Accra and as cities, as animal. But when you meet it, and maybe the American is a woman say numbers no, but I think so almost sample most of more patients, almost sample almost from or more communities no more no, and almost they find almost make your more findings way. And do you all can you know maybe someone say, does this really apply like everywhere?
The same way I will make you analogy, you also basing it on the difference between Akolaya Bewon or North versus Akolaya Bewon or Accra. And a whole lot of things. And Intana, I don't know if you were here while I was giving my submission midway or whatever. Make her say, oh, be I would 20 years. In general, not even dwelling on the geographical location or whatever. Obi I would 20 years. It me very reckless during the term of the pregnancy, during the time of the pregnancy, whereas Obi I would 50. Consciously or unconsciously having the knowing say okay because or you high risk because or a high risk or you considered high risk pregnancy or we taking certain precautions. However or you're younger might be reckless, eat whatever, do whatever, engage in whatever, and then end up having a child with defects, right?
Yeah.
So it's very vast. I'm not narrowing it down on a certain. I'm just I'm generalizing it. I honestly and 100% understand where you're coming from, but that is if we're being nitty gritty, and that wasn't the idea of my submission. But I do hear what you're saying, which is accurate also.
Okay, my main can be kakran supported there on dispute. I will say, Ayeka, na o kase se nipa no wo Ghana is different from the owo US. Agreed, but they all can say. Sa nipa ko no wo Ghana na 70 years no o Canadian no. Sa nipa no wo 20 no. The strength I want to spend no is different from someone over 70. Oko check here. And that is everywhere. And no nyasa or compare US to Ghana. But so or compare Ghana to Ghana cry, it's still the same fact. Say it will never be the same strength as someone over 70. Me, that's what I understand.
Absolutely, but you nailed it, because that's exactly what he was proving to me. To make us say, or no, yeah, example, no, see, obi or north, yeah, one and one bad thing, yeah, no, crab to me, I didn't change. I call I want to cry, and now a lot of people don't even care about what they're eating, what they're putting in their bodies. In Yama Bebraba, hookah, no, yeah, she, and was it vape, and processed food, na, yeah, obia, yeah, diaspora, yeah, penna, yeah, to Niani Ghana, but those people in Ghana don't understand why, what's your bridging, Yanni, Buzo, bridge, oh, sorry, and so not still, man, can you Kobe, Momonia, and I will pay your processed food or cheese, not say restaurants, but no, especially food influencers, no. Or shawarma loaded with fries and cheese and all these things. I agree about them. Hospitals, Papa Ben. I beg to differ. I do apologize for this, but hospitals, I work Ghana near the in Yeme kosu kolebu malaria kum and crofo kolebu. Obi they had the kolebu ko. Now we're building on cholesterol, kidney issues. We've been going crazy on dialysis, na kidney issues and cholesterol. So all these issues now affect you, mono. And my quality of life crack or down.
Exactly. I think it's an person point here, because when you're about this western side of area, almost everything is manufactured in a lab, or at least semi-manufactured in a lab. And to say, idea cry, you cry, if you feel from crying, you didn't call a kosher lab, you may be the frafran and sana, a kosher from her. Oh no. And I think that I will plead to disagree with Minya Eno. And you're saying you're all kind of not correct. But I think that you need any empirical evidence be a proof that Obi or 20, the sperm is stronger than Sani. Stronger than Sani. Yes.
And I asked you, growing older, and Obi already 20, so call hospital, not the blood pressure, let's say 130 over 88. Because of the age, the height, I don't know. The doctor might not see it as a concern. However, if that was a 40-year-old having 133 over whatever, now, yeah, basically, I can say, okay, you're pre-hypertensive or you're borderline hypertensive, so let's start managing it. You understand? And that's the same way we're looking at about sperms. Obia wedi 40 or corner so kitasa high blood pressure na. It may affecting the sperm production and quality of the sperm nankasana or producing. However, on the 20-year-old, it will not be the same. There will be no concern if that person is trying to is in a fertility hospital. They will not have the same.
Let me add a little to what you and Innova said. Rule out there. All that they are saying is we can all bear witness to the fact that aging plays a long it plays a lot on many factors in our life, with our health, with our physiology, and a whole lot. So if somebody is making a statement in comparison with a younger adult to an elderlier, yes, they can, but notwithstanding, say a 20-year-old might have problem with the sperm production, whereas maybe an elderly would be okay and can still function in their early days or their age. So they are just making examples or instances, but it's not just a standard rule out there. irrespective, they can meet challenges here and there, but generally, when people age, it kind of plays a major role on certain factors that affect us. That's all that they are saying.
Okay, I think that's clear enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. Mama, to assume that the purpose of questions.
Yeah, I'm say, Edika no mecha phone na who's no sadepa. That's it. Ubojuma pa. I'm the first time I make false honey. Yeah. Na na mo nsem bebre bisa Roland, but I'm so free so. Na person bisa Eugene, I'm saying now what can be about that track we anti Sadia and Chimia. I'm saying now what can we say why I say na daddy from Pafufro. Now what can we say about Chima the Biano na mentia sempacho sa you know unchimo ya dem pacho pesa usansi mbiu Eugene ontiase ne san Eugene pacho
mostly simbi wa ye sheda e diabolic ho dan say ye cost trade bu wa ye shiane kakra say be be make argument e be sisi kwaso inti no say you know a normal day say obi anyone na me clear conscience me break is anyum ne down wa e bia me breaking it down a chance e bia me ne no mudina platform so a me kan mana yo mode ti bia contest am de be ma na bia na nye ma adwene pa me kan ti say no it's obviously me breaking it down as being honest and I say as being the other side e bia we bia me
Sabinia Junior, Minia Eugene, sometimes you try to be just diabolic. No,
yeah, I'll say, yeah, can't,
I see.
Bro, I'll say, yeah, can't accuse wasem, and not ye can't, do bruni, asem or I say what I say, but now can be say, what's it, accuse away when him said that the eating, Afro and Pafufro, didn't say the Abano in names.
Na wonu nyesa na me pache na me bisa we natural in the track no daddy ka say
Opa
be mansan dia de bia no na mankofo man so I want him for so
yes
say why my feel
okay
so the breakdown wa me and say number 1 obi ka cho say wa feel eno ye number 1 say that time no be a dodo na ye fa ne say no ntemo atwe kakra ansa no obi ka cho obi say ma feel ideally sa na obi ka say ma feel ete you so obi a oni obi ntemo atwe kakra number 2 so ka say empafofro amafofro so the question is say mummy ya we say daddy ka say ofo empafofro so no obon humanity you know say no obend dia assemble no bisa no na say no ya wo say that the from amanfo mpa
don't tear say anything on tear say the one person che on tear say then I would mass explanation on tear say
me tear say here opa
yes and I'm person me clear you asi
okay me tear say ne say oh there be only the entire me no the entire I can explain. I can listen. Let me explain myself.
It's okay.
I can explain myself. Listen, I can explain myself.
Yeah, just explain.
The reason here do and simple you know say if you are your honest opinion and it may be to me escalating on Jibu we some certain better about what you're going to say. It is almost will be for me as so it's not like only be become but rather not pay the right ways to use.
What you said means that what you said means that it seems one she was aware said that it was like open ma
and
yes and that's what it means that's not the meaning that person wo kire umi na me kire wase enti person wo kan atie for to say na wadwen yo.
Okay, let me be frank here. Okay,
be frank.
Me fe frisa nyum way 1998 and you more boy ka say fache
yeah
osa meki sa comment no a che say opia bontin and wa be fi no be pa cho Ena bobo bana 2010 2009 also be repeated the same lines aka say me for man for mpa ni we no oba be na betina ho amana ba be say. So my question and my idea is okay, maybe they were in an open relationship. Daddy side near open, baby mommy side near close. Daddy has the liberty to do whatever he wanna do. A do stage be a yemami eka say daddy in the now person was saying here masa de ka hono. Pay what we know is say osi untimi entwas ani maniso. And I earlier said say anyone be it me breaking relationships so yeah all communicated expectations. Ebu wa ashase no because of so more hoden or more pimpim or no they don't even tell each other enemies obi aspirations and not be say a do stage be no pay what we know ni say that is who hiamba mom is so no so ntimi nto amane so the man was not ready say or no obi jai ni dia to say the year man ho beto no and my so nyina adwen so so the name kwa betwa so say the be papa so beto no nti the be ya ni say obi abefa the way so daddy abonyo no dia dana say waka che say time on ni to no no ofa empawofro on your ofa so and he never stopped. So question touch no ni say baby ana me driver ko ni say any news say daddy e move call ya osa akoto a empawofro wo fro so say na mommy ya we say daddy e fro empawofro a aden na ye ne wanwa say opie ya wakowo ma e wo empawofro so there. That was it. Yeah
why are they mo yamisha kwa na mpati no pepa cho explanation na wo de mai no nyesa na ekire etwi kasa nyesa na ekire na sanyo da di boy no na obo edabo se wa baso so what ase yese bia yese bia o kan se oba ben e na be yese ni kun be da mansan dia de bia no na makofo aman so awen pafoforo so se we ma fe wo no enye nkyese bia okwa aman foforo so na wode ma eda mpafoforo so nyesa na bo so wo kire mene wo ni ya ye wo ha ina ye ya mansan nti da di pese wo kire se oba ben na be jani kunu hwa abroche me bejo na me wo hwa abo a ye wo ma abroche oba ben na be jani kunu sa wo nko aman foforo so no nko ji amansan ni onko entetene omo okonso ono nko na eda because okuku foforo so nko na woda mpaso nko na woda awowe mu nko na woda wasa jawe ire a wonso wo fi ono nko na woda mpaso awowe mu ti sade a chin na wanto nwum bi ama na ire na ire bagina di obagina di ana nti enchese bia amanfo so na say dadi ko no or the ma from bafo that's not the meaning the opposite chana say etwikasa amansa kofofo na wakoso no a okọ no okọ entita amanfo no ono nko na kwakoda wo mu sana pesa wo kire de ma ahahia me ne say o ka say wa enim say dadi adwuma wo dada ase ofa makoforo no ho na ma me ba mu no enye sara pesa wo kire ebiem so no back to 98 abo no abi 198 abo no a o kan was afa chewo so no eno so no dadi bonwuma omomma ono nkwa oboma nipa nyina so it could be say ebi akwa na fache no kwa no do ebi na se wasem banya se wankwa na oboma no a o ka se bia ofum sewa ena ebi obonyo ne pass wache o evidence obi any evidence enyum na yetiye uni evidence so what has here aha anti ho na person be correct because sa enti sade ancheme na eba 2009
great fans why are they
Mami nkoso wa say na me pese owie na I didn't want to interrupt you. Hwe Asante Kasa wo kana boss Asante Kasa no bia ti ase you mu kasa kwa eni you mu ebe to be kasa eturubo a o France bi huntuma enti se nipa ne starting wo use sa word ne pe ohia so obekọ nema mu details wo ye kaniba wo te kasa kwa ne ebe ne de we mu tie no unim de wo pa kire. He doesn't need to say things verbatim say me call ye na sebi o baby din na go me ko hu na me ko ye say he would never do that. Enti sembi wo a o like obi front into ma say the be ya say the who see can say ɛyɛ n'asɛm na wɔka deɛ bɛtɛ ɔbɛka ne sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a obiara wɔ baabi a sɛbi yɛsɛ ɔbɛnyansa yi ne kasa no ɛdi ɔbɛnyansafoɔ na wotase no wate deɛ wɔpa akyɛ because so wɔka no just like that a obiara bɛhu sɛ ɔbaa bɛn ɛna mekɔɔyɛ na bɛsi obiara bɛte ase but ɔbɛka ne sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a let me finish. Let me mute myself. You finish then I do.
Let me mute myself. Be a come back and ye. Let me mute myself.
Say no. I'm going to finish yours. Let me finish my place.
I say no. It's not like to be a military too. I say yeah. I said die France and yeah, balance all kinds of yes, sir. I say my nipo hunye that dika. What does ya dilu machiachi?
I had papa.
Ya dilu machiachi.
No, would you let me? Maybe you don't want me to.
No, you're all kind of woman image now. That's like Tanashana Mammy Bum coming Mamuda. Also, Mamma aware say that you from my form partner say, well, no, doing out there in your news. What I say, and Mammy Bum, I'm just lyrics now.
Would you let me finish? Would you let me finish? Because I made you finish.
Okay, yeah, okay, you finish.
Please. Because all can be brain, no, me will be a miss meeting me at TSM saying the all can yes, but I made sure say me the all can be a free back. So please allow me to finish. Daddy Bonyomoa, you won't send baby by or can or new more. Say what you want to say, Komawa, obey me, I related to that as my walker. Baby or no born in your the Quintia Wobo. Said the wall say, whom is say no see canon. I won't dispute you, but son, I won't see us actually. But oh, dear walker, Daddy Uncle kind baby, I'm breaking in your to say the oh, yeah, ye never was required win or bass or betray the Quinty or boss animal. He never did that. So the rest are all man be breaking and the rest is up to us. It will be anti us any will be a bit situated and Nima exists, you know. And I'll be say, oh, okay, maybe be saying no name and until oh, you say the whole canon. Maybe the other can say fact. I might believe you, but what the answer in fact? Because that is true, no, you were not there. And some ways you see every year, no, any year who say, okay, only or can say, could it mean this? Into my submission, there were so many questions even done confirmations. Could it mean this? Because we be no what about to confirm from my miss what side and I say that the Lumba side say a saint no born. Mama say one girl ya or UK echo your interview no. Or can simply say that is true no. No what was signing of friends say what about matron be the amount. Or buy an sign na ye intisade and chimia. So my question is, or can say I want him powerful frozen. You might understand this work or damn beman passo. Mean dispute too. But Miss Mintia say or from and powerful because se me kase daddy akoforo oba mpavoforo a enya adefoforo because daddy ni say what no wo ma what say wachi unless wo baby a wugina obeka say enye fact na meka eye fact say daddy ni say what no okowo ma foforo wo say wachi now we do 2009 and wo ka chi ni say oba pen ene beja ni kun ho say oni na mama for mine so a woni mpavoforo so sebi me kan good daddy ni mu ase ba obi o ye kan ni ba bia e ka chi obi a wo pe amanfo mpafo pa enye se okodi dada amanfo man so sebi eya kan kasa mafro dompa
samantipi ina ngomana nye de bro
okay if it's allowed no baby I'm in
yeah matipi na ngomana nye de mpacho dia wokasa kaniba obikisa mpaho fro so ampacho so na obada mpaso so na obada mpaso a ye na ka mpaho ye kan mpaho fro so na oba eda mpaho fro so a na awon we awon we mami oba popo mami eda mpaso awon we fine awon ni ho bio
mami ansa o me pacho unse so kan nyum na o kan say mafro o dompa bidin fifre bedware is a holiday me kase eyasema ye kan ye kasapoma
give and take, you know, a different
Oh,
Give and take. The two say different.
oh my gosh. I will not make sense if you don't allow me to flow.
Bro,
You can calm down. Great, calm down.
No.
I'm not fighting him.
So, no, we are not fighting.
Down.
Mr. Okasem, no, yes, I'm mentioning now because you're Lumba. No,
But the moment of being brave when I'm Great, calm down.
You question. No man, no answer.
Wait. Oh, can't someone That's misleading for.
Great hosting is
wait to the man at the program. Wait, see me. Oh, said the bear. Yet the America say, yeah, what has seen, especially old Starbucks Ayeka to a B. Oh, muti na doors, someone am FIPTA doors. What must say? Said the bear. Ubia bit me aka ama say. Okra said the OC say. A bad thing should be better the opposite or as you. What must say? But say Eugene Casa, no meal too. Or poor see, I'm not always so be my signal say Eugene, I'm person beb crack. Not be me to know a casa. What I said, ha, but the question I say, OTTM, you know, as always so be casa, a bear style be to the nyabote, yet to say, I say, unim the walker. You know, you just want to speak out, but yeah, but not or post also swap them.
I would say, so what in China wouldn't know be can I am not wouldn't hold this idea what I said because you know
I had a style. I just had this who had no Sasani to
what you only till the bass of material my force first time so me about life so I but don't 18 some line before some match some bad oh yeah, okay, no. It's a beer like Obia,
Mami, Adipa, Mami, people be na me miss a question way. Mami miss a question way. Mr. Willing, me patch of me to who me bisa question be na Emma me understand answer. Obia worry. Oh no, because I know the way I was sentenced to the media is uchi sem no be from Gakra. And Mami miss Mr. Willing.
I'm insulted because I'm chief.
Oh, me pa wuche wo mami me born him tia da fa chemi.
And now Lord Church was never such a chill.
Hey, Papa Willing. Me hu mo comment wa se ho ntimi se misa ko bisa no ye no krakra wonka. Ntimi misa no. Hey, Papa Willing me bisa wa se mo. Hu se
bisa me
che. Obi worry. Me bisa o wa asante kasa say akan kasa na yet nya tia no. Obi worry. Na say me kan sen fa no say papa we wa worry so de bia na manfo mpa no fro na wo fro me pa cho de ne ba wa adwenim.
Zene nani pa ko se bia bia sa wan trafa ko. Oh no.
Eugene. What analogy we different from the na great person channel. Say Obama ko fro Obama or some me ko kame ho hye. But we Lumba so you know. I
know na walk and say oh yeah. Vera we oba anti won tia se.
Eba enyomo na we him. Ada na won born no no. Na ye nyina ye nti na.
Mama born no.
It make sense.
Say Obama ko fo papa for na your oba dia and won kan wasam.
No man shit.
Yes.
Like yes, be a teacher masum pa chum fan chum.
Great explanation here, very great. I like that one.
Bra, yes, started did the children na media na my. Yeah, that yes that have na media na my 2013 yes that na.
Not just a great idea. As a Lumba doing now, who didn't throw na what you see so.
Na my. That you know, you nya kwa na nchen. You kwa nchen ma o che na ma. You kwa nchen. What you say?
You listen to that hard fun.
You just say, Brad no be Lumba che o.
Yes, I
don't want to engage. You say me dinechinge. But Adipa, me relationship with that Lumba chero. I don't need to say to so what I say. So I don't need to tell you say me. Adipa last me screenshot to the family. Message or modi sending me up send me mail and So I don't need to say me must spend my daddy Lumba twice on the birthday. So I don't need to even project myself.
Yeah.
It is a
You sang for him?
Me can't say
So
Spain.
Oh, Spain, okay.
Intino say Benwa. Me can't so boy because that Lumba on media. Intino say who baby is up to you. Intizoka say daddy Lumba before today. Me daddy Lumba I don't know. I don't need to say me name the business because say unim no a
Lumba up to now we no permit me to amanes we no permit me to amanes
my hot toffee wahini mi brani e order hello banyamedo
okay
you want
to anyum na bawo
ai mi de mi dwane kakra na ma be sha
you pachas oh sorry guys sorry
oh the girlfriend okay
okay let me go back a little. My main paraphrase here small
paraphrase no we are not a so great
paraphrase no say oba ben na beye seni kun bedani amansan dia debia no ni nam enkofo aman so awo foforo so
you the man
oh debi o mi wi dia kama asem oh me sure on spirit me pure awo ni mpa foforo so se we mafiwo nti ho no mimi nti ase ni se
isa ka bi sa to bi e so mo bi amem sa start paraphrase no say the messages Debbie make us a bow for one to
okay oba ben na beye se ni kunu bedane amansan dia debia no ni nam kwafo aman so awo eni mpa foforo so se wa mafio awo ne mpa foforo so
okay aferi
enti no na ahma meba enti no na wo no Eugene who interpreting is saying
me interpreting is say
Azana Eugene but yeah na sort of affect you so you understand o me nyina ndi kan che say the etias
enti na me pese Eugene di kan che we are not great abana fi ye wa so
na me suma ba
okay
enga ye mum na with my acha one yeah was ya na ya
church we
are not judging
me number 1
okay all right great and good
really me number 1
okay me aba
dem etiase ne say o say oba ben na ebeye sinukun beye amansan dia debi ya wonam oman foforo so awo eni mpa foforo so se we ma fe wono me dem engine di say empa oba foforo cause be ma eni oba foforo nkodi empa enkofro oba foforo mpa enfene
fantastic
enfene yire be me bi enu hono ma unless say bia they okoye dey search no koto be ma foforo ma be ma na bonasumo de na hwira fampomo ma na memo eno be fene yire ba se be ma ekase awo ene mpafofo so a enim say musicians no omututu kwan omukobo shows they all over the world ena Europe so omu weather changes winter wo ebia winter so also satisfying the fans obekwa kobo shows emina enti ni nyina so awo na ere nka no ho enti na wakoda hotel ana wakoda obi free ana baby ajama no obi empafofo so no ho no na awo de no na ere se wanka na nche wase bi obeka na ho hyama no enti na ofese wa ewo awo bremu obi manso no menti ase
Men so me dia kakra me de beka ho ne vital dia me support 100%. Dia me sare beka ho ne say so ko ye no ba foforo no ko hia na no ne da ho a enka won san kasa wode no. Eno na me so me de beka ho.
Okay.
Okay, mpacho, me so me dia meka ne say.
Love no diabolic love. She love. Also why also because it will be our
the American say she wutie Lumba nyuma ohum so na munim tene bema Ghana, I don't know. Many some use this word there. Send a mema rapo emma. Omu use so many words. Who say bema? We share bema na no there. Who say bema? Bet me a rapo babe 50 abom. No bia feel so no the queen in says oh no ye number 1. E wo me na brabo. Sana Lumba ti. Se wutie Lumba word a home. Obetumi ne mba emma beye 10 anante. Emma 10 ni nyina be feel so more special in his life. Inti saa wait ni okeka ni nyina. Enya won wase Lumba ti wakono all to saa wait we no all to odi se wodi ahye ho no na ono oba fofo na na da ho. Inti na ma e du baby mama yen na yiv saa o. We should know the person that you're staying with. We saw who send a wukunity, who bear man send your tea. Ain't no, but no, the obejina or typhoon so or no customer with tea. My me one no about for tea, baby, or no about for it in chain. Ain't no the fact so the way your friends say, what do you show no? That doesn't mean say or no, Lumba and some name more, which that's
what
deviated
I'm not debating. More understanding for Lumba and
Ako mammy sa question.
Maybe
set and Kaubina bear ma, what done and pra, would be fair or no one another found. In front of them pran, and a bear ma, a beard or baffle frontier cry over and one fan, can happy.
Okay, no, about for Frenchena, what fro now or Chukwasum. The same one of a down soon chain on super fro baffle for. Now I say a 2 goes out by Nassum. That it goes both ways. Into no either way, no.
I then I will okay.
So, as my maker, I make an
question.
Metiasie.
Mamma some be question you so want to me say.
Metiasie. Ni me nyina no me mpedi bia. Because Bema onye Jenny like onye genuinely loving you no. And yet it doesn't and yet a member is so and yet Sasemo nyina benyina if Lumba so dina sempe pepa and kasanto kwa ya queen nyina nkemba. Enti the men na make and say as say you who sa die bi na wo Lumba nyum no e man ka se o no to bo akoso se wanti na chese no it's
enti no kwa na enti be bo enti kwa na ye na ye na ninja
na kwa ku num se ukuru kwa na so no ba fofo so na da wa. How do you feel
so they were near one year what I am.
Oh okay yo and so person sana we feel says and quality but me no I feel say Berman so warrior as I say tina we ho so do baby no for say nkoye na person unjaya but that game and mema play in general no e din some bebreba e bi na yeti aye kuntoko say
into to you no who say wa emu ma na emu wa na wadada na ire na hwan na wadada
me ani nyina me ani because me no me feel say when treaty akoso say wa yi me point dia kakra me wo ma me yewe akoso say won say when treaty ni yi but I got to a point as say won say be no odi wo weni na ugina ho na odi wo weni why don't you have the way say it's not right. Until you get to a point, I get some information from. I mean, put things in place.
But say no, now they letter buy nana.
And no, they let her buy in a bearman bluff or say it's a bluff or say then that was that is that word that he used now. Why didn't she follow up?
It's just so you
court baby she should have gone to court at that time. And Lumba tia say no. Nanka were fighting for the right, we're fighting for the Japadi, we're fighting for the share of the properties or no more one idea. She didn't do that. She say Berman all this fighting now or fighting I didn't talk about Briabano. What's the sense in it?
Fighting Lumba. She's not fighting Lumba. Or fighting.
She's fighting who?
He's fighting those lawyers that wrote her
And you're
down.
not a good shy, you know, the Akusha, young person of a. You move on to the one and young children.
Ya we na drabo na da ya kwen wa na.
Omo person omo kyerɛ sɛ bi aware
Mane ka na ne opinion wɔ yi ho na yɛnkɔ.
Okay. All right. Me deɛ anwum no sɛ de me tete no. Me nyine sɛ ma asɛm wom. Me mete no ne sɛ bi o chini ma so na sɛ bi o koduru ma bia so sɛ obakɔ akɔda mpa bi so. Nti saa mpa no ana ebre bia ɛsesa. Wa hu no. Na mpa na ɛsesa no. Niema na kyerɛ koraa sɛ mpa no ho asɛm na ɔka na mmom nyɛ sɛ ɔno ɔbaa bi ɛna wɔ hɔ no nyinaa agyina awɔ na ɔde ka ho no ɛsan sɛ ɔforo mpa wei no waforo mpa wei nanso saa mpa no nyinaa wɔ nko a ade nti afiri sɛ wɔani hɔ no aka no ho hye wate aseɛ saa na meme ho no ɛno nti na ɔde atwa atoɔ sɛ wei ma fɛw nanso mente aseɛ no
Okay, yeah, that's well. Okay, I think someone they're doing this on this way. Over kind of I read it. We need to want to.
Yeah, I miss so imagine me say impact no kind in terms of impact because you say up in obi beka china or kind of kasakwana. The word is of kasakwana just say a kasa playing but what done no mean say yampa so jump from or baffle from different in persoa or be kind of playing Lisa which in you so I think say now all emphasizing on the fact that koye jama to quiet shows near there no awomu awadena na we January so awomu so something like that yeah.
Okay, I think that I hear wonder. Okay, great inquiry. Not for using so I chat to.
na ọma ka nyina nam sɛ ɛno ano no nto onto aso ɛno ano no onto aso
Just say the nan ka be kan no maka no okay.
ɛno ano no onto aso
You young guy.
Adepa unim anwum wei the main message I know person was passing him no around no hey mama say what tolerance level. That's the concept of the song. The tolerance, like abotra or war, and I would think so, and you may be sure na air coso. Na a yenum, and na obekana sems so. One, a may rain say, or no ne bonomoa, it di ages 20 years to 15 or something years. No obi upon him who baby actually say see no patro no sir na first me to mura enti Lumba you be so can sim na chinye ba ho a wodi kan tia de wadwene ye wo no boss nya abotre ne sa akoda dwene ho bi na nye de wadwene ye wo no patro de make actually ne say enyo no concept nyina ye mama say wa tolerance level enti so catch us say oba adepati twi no oba ben Oba ben ene beye sini kunu beye amansan dia debia no renam krofo aman so awo ene mpafoforo so se wa mafio the omo canon ofan on the safe on the face of the civil level the omo can insanity but also who domo suko ati say who discerning to your santi spirit eti say kasakwan say no pachra ade pa say dem witre wo beka oyire ana wo do tolerance level e wa bontin ensindi wo a wo be frane ntoma ensindi wo ha wo be hye na tade sebi wo a wote akan kasa na se anze wote asante kasa na se no enipa no ai say ade pa me fa asem bi nye asem jero say asi obi abana obi kam wasem ni bia obi di obebande bia na e kan wasem asante vote make sense na me na wode me na magu apaso anti wo ho me za no obi wo ho a asem no adwen ben say na enamo ye de gu apaso ya ho de no no sen but the way as kan ni a wote ase no onhia se ma me ne be kasa be say 15 lines wasɛm no wabɔ ne tɔfa yɛkwan sɛ wabɔ ne sɛ tɔ ɛna wɔde ahyɛ wɔn nsɛm ɛti sɛ wote ase a wonim deɛ wɔpa akyerɛ ɛti sɛ wofa ne sɛ the way wosi kaa no saa tie concept no ɛno no tie from verse 1 to the last verse na it all is about mame sɛ wa tolerance level ɛna wɔka nti na wɔpɛ bi wɔka sɛ nyame nim adwuma a ɔyɛ pɛpɛɛpɛ na ɛne like ɛnneɛma wɔbɛyɛ pɛpɛɛpɛ no wahwɛ so abɔ ɛso baa ma ne pɛpɛɛpɛ ɛdi sɛ wɔjob ne nyinaa the concept is about mame sɛ wa tolerating level so wɔka kyerɛ wo sɛ ɔbaa bɛn na ɛbɛyɛ na ɛsɛ ɔbaa bɛn na ɛbɛsosɔ so sɛ ne kunu bɛyɛ amansan bia debia no na amanfo aman so awɔ ɛne mpa foforɔ so sɛ if is wɔ pɛ sɛ wɔka asɛm de hyɛ ne yere nkwan na sɛ wɔde bɔ ne yere pa so a the word mpa foforɔ so no it doesn't need to tell you say ɔyɛ obi a ɔwɔ explore ɔbaa bɛn na bɛri tolerate sɛ ne kunu bɛyɛ amansan de a debia amanfo man so na ɔwɔ explore na ɔbaa na yɛ din no da so te ho sɛ wa mafio wo tolerating level nti sɛ adeɛ ankye no na wanka nkyerɛ wo sɛ ɛnneɛma akɔ so nyinaa no sɛ wambina na wanka de wie osi fili di ma wa wobɛgye wo ho akyi nye sɛ wɔndɔw nti ne ho sɛ yɛde comes ne to nkyɛn ne yɛka sɛ ebia wɔmbɛka sɛ ebia mekasa agu mam sɛ w'anim asɛm no bi sɛ yɛde come de to nkyɛn this is a rare concept of the song
Eugene
but who could not comes no could not treat it here okay
Eugene Pacho mbisa bukaka Eugene
yeah yanko
Pacho asema okay inti no sa torola tolerant sene opesa wonche inti wo hwea ne papa mu like na ne in a good way na obonyum na ma na say say obi wono o use onim say wo de we ade o wo de say wo abotre wo de wo abotre na ti ho na wakọ ne oye na waba wo de say wo de unim say me ne nko a wo ne me hema wo ne me number 1 na wo ti ho na wakọ e bifofo na wasa ba wo de eno no sa no se de bia be man ye wo sa no na obonyum sa ma na oye we but meanwhile he's doing something else out there which is ne papa mu no yes na say is it good so be yes
anya ba me das
me say wuti ko say bisanatia
material kana say kakra me ka fa honi say unze si e ka say me ansa we ni dare say bia de Lumba ye no oye ana say nya adepa me wo audios bebrebe a omo no me very close to that Lumba any mamia ko so say wa omo ka enye me bi e course wo mo ntemo a ye mame so man ni ko si bebi ko si ye obi wo a metimi aboni din because one way public figure oye ope audio na metimi dia ma wana say on YouTube obi ti say Borax o can say there was a time be no no et mame say one that Lumba na omo nam Santa side or into also no tie chi mame say what the front side into omo kono ana em say abaya bi twa mu wo was as a side ho na onu Borax no nim that nim say daddy nya obehwe nechi na se wati front unti no ntimi nhwe nechi ena daddy so na drive enti omu kona iso mu sa baya no wana osimam se wabisa ne se gamla bayo ko ne ho ye ofe ena daddy sire na buru aso sire ena was my friend ma wada na se wasi from ofra baya no man se bra na mikunu peso no kasa aripa first ne bia nyum we na metiase raw but going forward in Simbia Matiti, ewo, Mammy said, one maybe we din ma yeddy, a year no ma. Me take no massive for. Say, maybe that was coming from a point to say, or Babe in the best Nikum beso so, and Yema Nikum Yema or the yin in aso. To worry that dear, and yet back open a what can say. Mammy said, wa boudoir about to tra, and I say, Akuma or what the money ma. E wo wiase nyina sase mo satem bia chodo boni se apotre ni
adepa se nice abase ho sorry you didn't to aso
On say adepa you will be say and you no bit me teen for the first time until I see it different. But going forward now, we bit me encounter some stories be about the said person. Also go back that could see no more. Also see different. Me and same baby ba yes circulating say fa mamia kosua akoma pa na say abo de to yim na no wo for that Lumba ho say amo say daddy eko oni mamia kosua ti no owo never carving anche no wo Denise ena omonkofo ya kache say en wo yi din no oje wanka hwe anche ni hu say Darren's wepiem yesi oyi din no oje any multiple any ma baby na e ko koso a mintimi fa me sense makoma so say me hu bia na say bi say me de metimi de me sense me bo waka eno de ba me wo ho me nuanom ya aware but it's not the public domain say ye free baby wo pankro no etimetim na your sport we were friend of bodo sport obi oni pankro no e wetimetim bia wo ti bia oni baby a me kan ho asem adepa sa sport no na wo etimetim junction no pe ejom no ho ti sport no she ejom ho na between 2004 2005 and I say sa 2000 no ba no na daddy always obetwamako mampon na so besina ko mu fie wa anytime bia wo begina ho na wajamu to animu e ho dise bo wo gina ho dise ya yenim niema na ekoso ho ana say yenim niema wa wo ko ho a obehu daddy no eniema we bia obetwam say oh wow daddy ni gina ho no o gina ho a enye ono nko apɛ ni gina ho ene enye ono mam say waso ni gina ho sata mo ya branti osisi ne ho sisi ne ho so me hu ne so e bone no ye me wonu aba kwa me so ne sasa na ma no me se me hu bone a oye wo ho ene se nipa na e bone no ka kire wo se ade anchina na nsem bi wo ho na se wan kan kire mam se wa begi ne ho achi ni se enema bia no nda tititititi no obegi ne ho achi se ntina kojo no odom ya na enti noma wo to ma no se ade anchina so wan kan kire ne se enema like oba ben na obedan like obeye seni kunu ebedan ya mansan dia de bia no ni namkofo aman so awo ene mpafoforo so se wa mafio because okwa woba be mam se wanko ane oba watena ho a emfa ho ne de ye papa ne ye nyina no oso wo yi din tena ho enti no enyum no concept ni say enti sade anchimi na manto nwi ankyere ho a wo petu ho achinyi say ebi a mikunukura na ebi odusumi anas wo yim bibi say this is the concept of the song and me in front on the face of the savage value now you say what say what trust your thing there because okay the okay no yim find literal meaning but there is a meaning towards the lyrics of produce here and no the person make
you should be so awesome me patch up maybe so
Okay, we na remember. Okay.
all right me that's it the way we'll break it down that the Lumba new way name the pan and person me say into with all that one kasa okay would you say ma me ko say wa that the Lumba ware no ano ni ni aware afin so no osanso betimi agie de say na se ma me akosia say wa ewo ordinance marriage na
Adepa, Mr. Nancy Sefano, into more madano, which mad adrop bina, wafano. Minim say willing die, you're in an iron.
say me fear say so yeah into no obeji de say what was I even asking obeji de say what I just say
wanam so na onai wo mo mintu no so onai
oh okay all right
So she had them say, what's watching? As one thing here.
me akọ undisputed bisa question no way
okay me that's it into no me bisa say obeji de say Mama akosia se wa ewo ordinance marriage na sanya all kanti a all ko e de ko appeal ni ne keka ho ni na can you say based on in sema what can fa in lyrics breakdown a wo mai Mami Akosia at a point in time I no find out say there was another woman on now 6 or 7 no. Or threatening divorce and all of that no. Later on deal kasayama deal catch and say, oh, so when him say my ordinance marriage. Nah, ordinance marriage me person me commit bigamy into no ban no me worry. But oma me freedom any liberty say me nkona me nko wunti no. Menene keke. Based on it, somehow, do you agree? Say this may question way, hey, possible.
Yes, we don't have to be standardized. Why? Presido made the make quite amount. Why? Wait, yes, be.
Ebi ana de pada, wait me asi wo ho.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. When say make say ye maame wo aware ana say woni aware a and no ye different conversation altogether. Because ye mu bia e bia ye gina amafo hu say bia ye wo dobro ni no me de bia make say ase ebema conversation na sesa enti no ebia on another day no ye betimi akansa asem we nyesa ebe te say dey yes drag it back to the entire maame or worry ye wotna ho ye is me bese based on the concept of the ye because no be me so the me gidi say ye maame wo yere or ye yere onye yere ye janu ye nyanu ye anye bibi say but e better see conversation na man for to talk to be yera afi ubun say ebia fan say the make no ye fan say the make no kura no ebe ko maame akosua wa just because of argument seeking no I might choose to say me honest in my delivery. You understand my point? Yeah.
Well, I hope say in the future, Nasi Ebeka, you will remember the way a beautiful breakdown. I will come for say mama kusia se wa ko mo cheka mo no. Omo otimi ko frɛ abaye bi. Ohoni kunu spec no ko frɛ ne brand. Okay.
Me diabolical mama kusia da. Me wo me de ria me sifa e support odobro ni me wo de ria. But nyesa de omo mo kaseti aba me akusia ni dia.
Okay. Eugene, Passion Bisa Bibi quick.
Sasa what the can be saba kwa.
Passion Bisa wait, that's my last one. Eugene, what can Bibi say? Maybe what's the normal ticket muna akosa se wo ko frɛ obi ma Lumba. Ana mantini ohun girl bi no ka say
Borax na yes I interview no. I think I have it. I can even search for it and see. Yeah, Borax. Yeah.
Oh, and Boras did the video like that.
Now there's no more open marriage, Anna.
So I wasn't lying.
Oh no, I'm not saying you are lying. No, that's all.
Maybe when you say what can't seem to say obi and second wa ebi obi tinchen or better say yeah.
Oh, Debbie, sir. Maybe points and person me who say no more open marriage, Anna.
That doesn't mean so.
That was the question. That was the question I could be saying earlier. Great bass say what am I saying is open marriage I would that decide me then me fan open and close say that decide open
me kunam me who kunam no of your baby crying there's some feeling I am man yeah jealous yeah just you wouldn't like that let alone so be forward I go for bana ma ukunu so nen nkasa anyway what am I finding to
okay me patcho me question and say Eugene. My question is based on the wow kaka ya we ya wo ka source say eno nti sade enchena na se wa ankasa de osi doro na anchere ko beje ne ho adi se odo no enti na tese wonim be ya adwen say upon all that no another di wo ye ni nyina na ira koso ya se wa na odo no
so what teacher the be as anyu me say me can say sa gawe kuku say say owo momo campo me can be I say I shouldn't say